What's going on, guys? So, I don't really know what that was. It just seemed right in the moment. I know that I've, opened up about where I'm at in life with my beliefs, non-beliefs, whatever, about God on this channel. And I mean, that's basically what this entire channel is about. So, I did that on my YouTube channel, but I hadn't it sounds weird me saying coming out. That's not it. I brought to light where I am at in this place that I'm in of atheism, agnosticism, skepticism, all that, to my friends and family on Instagram and Facebook, because that's how you tell people in 2019. It's true though. And wow. So by the way, I think this might be the new setup that I got going on, because I was watching basically all of my other YouTube videos, and they suck. It's not that they suck, it's just that my face is like
right here,
and I'm like, my audience could probably
smell my breath
as I'm talking to them. So I'm back here now. Hi. So gonna experiment with this for a little bit, but back to the topic at hand. So recently I was like, this needs to happen. This is something that needs to happen. And I had been, obviously not all of my friends and family watch my YouTube channel. They don't all, frankly care. That's really depressing, but it's true. But I just really got sick and tired of this one thing. And of course it was fear. I labeled it down and, went through this progression of, why am I not, telling people where I'm at spiritually or non-spiritually, or whatever the case may be. Why am I not telling people about who I am, where I am, and my life, basically? And I boiled it down to fear. I have this huge, it's this fault of mine, it's always been this fault of mine, that I am afraid of disappointing people. I hate disappointing people. And that might be, well, that's probably the motivation and reason for a lot of the things I do, unfortunately. But it's true that I absolutely hate disappointing people, and I'm afraid to disappoint people. And I know because of the place that I used to be at in my church, which was a leader, which was a worship leader. I had a number of different roles at my church. So, and I even went, like a lot of friends that I have on Facebook, a lot of people that stay connected with me are people that when I was traveling out of the country on missions trips, they added me on Facebook, and they look up to me in a way. And I just didn't want to crush their world, which I discovered something in this. One, I'm not the only person that deals with this or feels like this, obviously. But two, that's not my responsibility on how they react to me being me. And why am I protecting them from me? I'm not even giving them the opportunity to feel how they feel. And I was closing myself off to negativity. And I thought that was the only thing that I was closing myself off to. But I didn't realize that I was also closing myself off to love and to the people that actually genuinely care about me. And they're gonna be with me in life regardless of my beliefs and what I believe. But going back to the fear of disappointing those people, I realized how much of a huge fear that was in my life and how much it was actually controlling my life from a standpoint of not just mentally or emotionally, but even physically. Because as a lot of you know, struggle with panic attacks, anxiety, a lot of different mental illness stuff. And I was like, oh my God, like that might be the reason why my body is acting the way that it's acting, is because I'm holding all of this in, which your body does that. The more stressed out you are, stress causes inflammation, and stress was a cause of my massive panic attack where I thought I was gonna die like a year and a half ago. And they found like a ton of inflammation in my chest. A couple months ago, because I was so stressed out about finances, I woke up and I thought I had appendicitis, but it was a whole bunch of different other medical stuff. But the doctor was like, no, this is a cause of stress. So I was realizing this weight of not wanting to disappoint people, of not wanting to be really open with my friends and family about where I'm at and what's going on in my life. It was in one sense killing me, a little bit literally, but I just wasn't able to be me and to be free and to feel like I could open myself up to love. So I decided, I was like, all right, it's time. I'm going to, since this is the way that people do things in 2019, which is sad, by the way, but it's true. I'm going to make a Facebook post and an Instagram post telling people, hey, life is a journey, but right now on mine, I don't believe in God. And the reason that I've not done this and not, come out about all of this is because I was afraid of disappointing you. I was afraid of disappointing people, and I don't want to disappoint the people that I love and my friends and family. I don't want them to look at me any differently because I don't believe what they happen to believe. And the feedback that I got from it, wow, I was not expecting that much support and love. And here's the interesting thing, is that not only did I believe that lie, that when I told everybody about where I'm at, that, oh man, that light is coming in and out. That's going to be probably really distracting in the video. Whatever. So not only did I believe that lie, that if I, brought all this stuff to light about where I'm at, that, man, that's like I wonder how drastic that, like, the stupid clouds. I blame the clouds for bad lighting. Anyway, the lie that if I came out about all of this stuff, that people were going to be more negative and less loving. And that obviously wasn't the truth, because people were a lot more loving and a lot less negative. But again, those are just the people that commented and messaged me, saying that they support me and they're still with me and they still believe in me and still love me and all this stuff, which was super helpful and super amazing. But something interesting that happened from this was, it was insane how many messages I got from people saying, you are much braver than I am. I too am struggling with my beliefs, and I am afraid to, tell people about it because I'm afraid of what they will think of me. And I don't want to, it's that same fear of not wanting to disappoint people. And which was just like baffling to me, because these were people that some of them I went to ministry school with, and some of them, I grew up with in the church, in the church that I grew up in. And I mean, it was kind of crazy how many people were like, dude, you're so brave. Like, I couldn't do this, but I've also been struggling with all this. I'm like, wow. This is a problem. Like, this is a serious problem that we're facing today. And like, why? It just goes to show how destructive religious mindsets can be. Because that's what it is. That's what it is at the bottom of it, in the heart of all of it, is it's a religious mindset that people were indoctrinated with, or grew up with, or they were told to think that way, or not question things, because questioning things would be questioning God. And, if you question God, you're going to hell, basically. I mean, that's in some ways that's drastic, but in other ways that's the truth of what the situation is, really. So all this to say, if you are someone who has not yet brought your belief system, non-belief system, your skepticism to light with your friends and family, I highly recommend it. And the reason I highly recommend it is I felt the effects of this in my physical health. When I wrote the post on Instagram telling everybody that I don't believe in God, I went into, so with the chronic illness, I have chronic Lyme disease that I deal with. Obviously, I lack energy all the time. So when I, brought all this to light on Instagram, that night I had so much energy that I was like, I was going into a panic attack. I'm not kidding you, because I was like, I don't know what to do with this much energy. It was like that release, that emotional release, because my body had been holding that much stress actually brought me so much energy, and I benefited my physical health, no doubt. And same thing happened when I made a post on Facebook and, told all my friends and family on there. Same thing happened, and it's still there. I'm still like, I have not had this much energy in so long. It's incredible. So I know the benefits of it, just not only emotionally, me being able to talk these things out and release these things, but physically. You will feel lighter, you will feel better, and I know it's much easier said than done, but I can promise you that once it's done, you won't regret it. And if you get more negativity than positivity, come hang out on this channel, Misfit family, Misfit community, which, by the way, guys, I have a Discord server channel where this community hangs out and talks and debates and shares different belief systems, and there's like 10 people on it right now, and it is incredible. You have a community available to you all the time of people who feel and go through and struggle with whatever, in the same place you are, the misfit that you might feel like you are. It's just I've wanted to create a safe place for people that struggle with their beliefs or just like to question things. And so this Discord community is a place that can be done. So if that's something you're interested in, you can actually check it out, the link to my Patreon page. But on Patreon, you can get access to that Discord community, and it's amazing. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I don't really know how to close this video other than saying like, subscribe, and share, and let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you struggle with your beliefs, and if you haven't told people about it, or if you have come out to your friends and family, told them about where you're at in life, the benefits that it brought. And of course there was negativity. I mean, you had some backlash and negativity, but talk about, the love that you felt from it and how much better you felt, and maybe that'll give other people the courage and bravery to do the same thing. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you Misfits in the next one. Peace.